we got a big sea cucumber.
Ah, cool.
More jellies.
Oh, man. Hello. I love their vibrant red color.
Yeah.
They're so distinct. Oh, coming in. Huh.
This look like a jelly.
Yeah, you can see like the tentacles on this one.
Whoa.
That's really cool.
Oh, wow.
Wow. That's so cool.
What kind of jelly is this?
I do not know.
We have no idea. We're waiting on our science chat to give us a ID.
But can we have lasers at some point also, just so that we can get a size?
We did get lasers.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, nice.
Okay, so yeah, it's about 30 centimeters across.
And so for those who are unfamiliar with some of our systems, those lasers show us like a nice measurement. And so those lasers are 10 centimeters across. So we're able to estimate. And it looks like, oh, this is super interesting.
So it definitely has like been moving along the sediment. You can see the sediment kind of sticking to the sides of this. And it looks also like the tentacles might be like deteriorating.
Yeah,
or
like
it
weathered.
had some type of conflict with another organism that may have tried to eat it.
Seems it seems like this jelly has stumped some of our scientists in the chat.
Yeah, so even we have some people that are more in tune with water column, and they're not sure. We have Meredith Everett, who is with NOAA, also unsure. So this is a really cool sighting.
I wonder what that like transparent sort of blob is at the center.
Yeah.
It looks like an organ or something, but I can't quite tell.
Got some excited scientists in the chat. Everybody gets excited when we don't know what something is, even though people want us to be able to ID everything. We often can't because nobody's seen one of these before, or it just takes a very specialized type of biologist to be able to ID something that is kind of so rare.
Yeah, and so large. This is strange.
Yeah, getting a zoom in on that surface would be great. Yeah, I would say that, so that like white stuff coming out looks like what would be like the inside, like membrane inside the jellyfish. So I think it's definitely it's either been attempted to be preyed upon or it's just slowly kind of dying.
So that's kind of like an injury.
Yeah, it looks like what would be inside is starting to come outside.
Oh, wow. Uh-oh. Wow. Oh, another jelly.
There's a lot of these jellies floating around. If you swap over to camera 2 and take a look at the Sirius view.
So this one is actual. I wish I knew. So anyway, this one's an easier mystery to solve in some respects. This looks like what's called Hippisteria. I think it's Californicus. This is one of those sea stars that we often find feeding on corals. It seems a long ways away from any kind of coral colony. I don't know why, but there's a whole bunch of sea stars that feed on corals, and they always have these big spines on them. And there's increasing evidence that a lot of them, so maybe it's trying to, clear off some of the sediment on the spines.
Interesting.
And, of course, when we pass the sea star, the first thing we see is there's another big jelly. So,
oh, my goodness. Yeah, it looks like, do you think it's the same one, similar to what we saw before?
Oh, I hope so, because if Alan Collins is watching right now, he needs to see that thing. Cause
Definitely.
that is the craziest thing I've seen in a while. And I've seen Tiburonia, so I don't know. I mean, why is it upside down? That's the
what
thing
is
about
it doing?
Look at it.
Yeah.
The arms are up.
Yeah, the arms are
Hello?
up.
I mean, it's like an upside down moving jellyfish. That's crazy.
But it also looks, this one, it doesn't look the same. So I think this is another individual from what we saw before. And I think that it also looks like it's not doing so well.
Yeah.
So I'm really curious why there might be multiple that seem to be.
Well, I mean, that might be the normal state of things for these animals.
Interesting. We have
look, it's weird.
Jenna Hill said it looks like a Roomba.
Oh my God! I mean, it's so. I don't even know what to call it.
What is this?
That is the craziest. I'm sorry. I just have to say this. That is the craziest shit I've ever seen. I know that's probably violating something. That is nuts.
Yeah.
That is nuts. And I say that as an animal as a person that studies echinoderms.
Oh, looks like we're approaching another ruling.
Well, hopefully Alan will take a good look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that another? What's that?
I think that's another type of jelly on the seafloor. I don't know if that's the same one.
Oh, that's one of those Ropalia things.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Let's get a nice close-up of this.
Oh, yeah.
Love species interactions. Love predatory events even more.
Yeah, this is fascinating. We got Meredith Everett in the science chat saying that she thinks it's the anemone is eating that jelly.
Look at the crab. He's like just waiting to get the scraps.
Yeah.
Crabs are normally scavengers, so it'd be happy to have, I think, anything left over after this.
Wow.
Yeah, I bet this anemone. But it's curious because an anemone is not going to be able to like reach out and grab. So it might have just been a very by chance situation that this jelly kind of rolled across the anemone and it was able to kind of grab onto it with its tentacles. So it's also kind of cool because this is two different. They're within the same phylum, so they're both cnidarians.
Got to zoom in on some.
So this looks like another. Oh, yep. I think it's another cusk eel. I'm not exactly sure why, but I've noticed that some of these guys and some eel pouts will kind of take on this very curled, like coiled form when they're in the midwater. Yeah, I don't have a good explanation. Meredith is saying eel pout. This one looks very similar to some of the cusk eels too. So yeah, and Chris Mott is also saying eel pout.
Interesting. That's super neat. Hello.
I'm a big fan of this fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like we just woke it up or something.
Doesn't look like he has any of the horns above his eyes. I think this is a type of muse octopus, which is a pretty general name for some of these deep sea octopus. Let's see if we have Mike on the chat. I think he had to step out, but he's our cephalopod expert, so maybe he'll feel the call of a cephalopod on screen. This is our first octopus for today, but we've seen at least 3 or 4 or 5 over the expedition. Oh, there's another skate/shark egg case on the left. That black pouch.
Yeah.
This is another one of these Paralia jellyfish that we've been seeing through most of today's dive. They've kind of been hanging out just above D2 and between D2 and Sirius. Definitely a pretty high abundance of these in this area. We have our video clipper working on the still camera, so he's trying to get some really crisp shots from up in the water column. It's very textured on the surface of this bell.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go, Art.
Nice. Oh, hello.
It's a good day to work on these water column snapshots because we've got pretty nice water column subjects. The contrast of the red with the blue background helps too. It's not trying to focus on a transparent floating object.
Right. Oh, we might get to see like the inside.
Yeah, under the bell, which is
very cool.
Always a useful image to have because you don't often get to see that side of jellyfish. And for people that study jellyfish, the under the bell is just as important as the top of the bell. Maybe more important.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I love it. So you can see some of the polyps a little bit out, but you can see where most of them have retracted, kind of where the little star shapes are on the surface of the coral. So these are octocoral, so they have those 8 tentacles, so you can kind of see the 8 pointed star.
Wow. And so are some of them closed versus open just because of that's the way that they are right now?
Yeah, it's kind of like it seemed like when we approached they were already pretty closed, so I don't know why, but it kind of just depends normally. Like if we were to have approached and poked the coral and its polyps were out, it would retract them normally.
I see.
But this one seems, and there's a lot of these.
Yeah.
I think they're polychaetes, actually, or some type of
that are like wrapped
worm.
around.
Yeah, and actually some of the tissue almost seems to be growing over some of them.
Oh, wow.
Which I haven't really seen with Paragorgia before.
Huh. Oh, wow. That's really cool.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah, wow.
It's nice to have that black background, too. It really makes it stand out.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, what a cute little
wow.
octopus.
I love watching them, like, crawl around. It's so fascinating.
So we had the lasers on a minute ago, which are 10 centimeters, and this octopus looks to be only about 10 centimeters in length. So that's a pretty small little guy.
Yeah. It's really cool to watch his kind of like head, almost like inhale, exhale.
Yeah.
What do you call that top portion? I forgot. Mantle.
And that's how they breathe. So they're using those siphons to bring water into the mantle. They also don't have bones. They're invertebrates, right? So they puff themselves up with water to move.
Is that a sponge over on the right?
It does look like a sponge, yes.
Woo!
That white sponge, and then there's looks like a feather worm, and a couple of other anemones.
Oh, weird. There's like something hanging off of its eye, the octopus's eye.
Oh, yeah.
That's strange.
I bet he can fit in some of these little faults and crevices.
Oh, definitely.
Makes you wonder how many of these little octopus might be just hanging out where we can't see them.
Yeah, fully, especially this small.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Oh, wow.
I love how its tentacles are like symmetrical and make this nice little ring around its body.
Yeah.
Definitely looks to have some different mantle coloration, but octopus have chromatophores, so they can change their coloration.
Oh, neat.
And I'm not an octopus expert, so I can't ID to species, but probably some type of muse octopus, which is a group of deep sea octopus. That's great, Pilot. Thank you.
Okay. I'll just fly up past it.